DeFi TVL hits record high as Aave books 1B in 19 days. DeFi total value locked has set a new all-time high, Nansen said in a post on May 4, 2026. The on-chain analytics firm pinned the move to a $1 billion milestone for Aave reached in 19 days, alongside a ZK rollup transition that has been routing liquidity into the broader DeFi stack. The post lands during a quiet macro tape. Bitcoin trades at $79,838 and Ether at $2368 as of May 4, 2026, up 1.7% and 2.2% in the prior 24 hours per coin market cap. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index sits at 48, neutral, so the TVL print is doing the work, not a euphoric price backdrop. Nansen's three-part read, Nansen framed the moment around 3 data points. A $1 billion Aave milestone in 19 days, a fresh all-time high in DeFi TVL, and a ZK rollup transition contributing to the flow. The firm did not break out which Aave metric crossed $1 billion in the post screenshot we have, and we are citing the tweet directly rather than guessing the line item. What is unambiguous is the TVL claim, which is straightforward to verify against on-chain dashboards as the day progresses. For readers tracking DeFi cycles, ATH on TVL is meaningful because it implies real on-chain capital, not just a token price melt-up inflating denominated values. Past TVL highs have collapsed when ETH ran 30–40% above where it sits today. This one is being set at 2,368 ETH, which makes the dollar figure more durable to a price pullback. Why a 1B Aave figure matters even without the line item, Aave is the largest on-chain money market by lending volume. Whichever metric Nansen is referencing, a $1 billion print over 19 days suggests real velocity through Aave's pools. That depth is what makes Aave usable as a yield base for stablecoin products and for hedging strategies that touch crypto card balances. Borrow demand on Aave also feeds the supply side of yield-bearing stablecoin assets that issuers like Coinbase have started bringing to market. If Aave's growth holds, the spread between on-chain lending rates and traditional cash management products tightens, which is part of why banks have been pushing back on stablecoin yield in policy filings. The ZK rollup angle, the third part of Nansen's post, points to a ZK rollup transition as part of the same narrative. ZK rollup migrations matter because they pull liquidity off the Ethereum mainnet at lower gas cost while keeping settlement guarantees, and they often produce a measurable jump in TVL on the rollup itself. The exact rollup was not specified in the tweet snippet we have. Readers chasing the call should track Nansen's dashboards directly for the named chain. Reader impact for spenders and self-custody users. If you sit on the spending side of crypto rather than the trading side, here's what an ATH in DeFi TVL touches. Stablecoin yield products that fund self-custody cards get deeper. More TVL behind the same supply cap usually means tighter spreads and more reliable rates. On-chain liquidity for swaps into stablecoins for spend ramps gets cheaper. That is meaningful if your card top-up flow goes through a DEX before hitting a fiat issuer rail. ZK rollup migrations are the substrate for cheap, fast on-chain payment rails. If a rollup absorbs Aave-grade liquidity, it becomes a more credible host for card-adjacent products. None of this is a recommendation to chase yield on Aave today. Smart contract risk and oracle risk on lending platforms are real, and Aave itself was made whole by a 300 depositor backstop after the RSETH exploit earlier this cycle. Depth is good. Depth without a clear-eyed read on the underlying risk is how users get caught. What to watch next? A few markers will tell us whether this is a one-day print or the start of a sustained move. First, whether DeFi TVL holds the new high through the weekend or fades back below the prior peak. Second, whether ETH sustains $2,300 or starts pulling back toward the late April lows. Third, whether other lending platforms post similar 19-day windows, or this is an Aave-specific story. If the print holds, expect issuers and exchanges to start citing DeFi TVL as a leading indicator in their commentary again, which has been absent for most of 2026 so far.